Hello, my dear students. Have a great day to all of you. Today we will learn third chapter, that is the formation of a company. In this chapter, we have to learn about the different stages in the formation of a company, then the promotions, then incorporation of a company and commencement of a business. Formation of a company means registering or incorporating a company with the registrar of companies, that is ROC, in the state where the company's registered office is to be located. The registration of a joint stock company with the registrar of companies is compulsory. This chapter explains the stages in formation of a company in detail. Stages in formation of a company, that is the first stage is promotion, then second is incorporation, and third is commencement. That means the actually company come into existence. We learn it step by step. Formation of a company starts from the promotion or the from the promotion of the company. What is the meaning of promotion? Promotion of a company means taking all the necessary steps to incorporate company as per the provision of the Companies Act 2013. The person who undertake the process of promotion of a company are called as a promoters. Promoters has been defined as a person who has been named as a promoter in the prospectus or is identify the company in the annual return. However, a person who is assisting the promoter in professional capacity cannot be called as a promoter. Then, promotion of a company means taking all necessary steps to incorporate a company as per the provision of Companies Act 2013. And then, after the promotion of the company, there is a second step that is the incorporation of company. In this year, you have to learn this second step, that is incorporation of a company in detail, because there is a no this promotion that a topic is skipped for this year from your syllabus. That's why we started from the second step, that is the incorporation of a company. Incorporation of a company, that means actual steps has to be taken for a company to incorporate or to register a company. Depending upon the objectives of the company, scale of the operations or amount of capital needed, the promoters decide whether to form a public company or a private company. Following are the steps are undertaken to incorporate a company. First is obtain digital signature certificate. Obtain digital signature certificate, that is DSC. All the persons who are authorized to sign documents for e-filing need a digital signature certificate. So the promoters and the proposed first directors need to obtain a DSC by applying to the certified authority. That means at present there are 9 certifying authorities CA who has been granted a license to issue a DSC. Some of them are Solutions CA, National Incorporation Centers. That means these are the people who give the who granted the DSC, that is digital signature certificate. That is the first step for the incorporation of a company. Then second is register DSC in the name of the director with MCA. After obtaining the DSC in the name of the promoter or director, the DSC has to be registered with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Corporate Affairs, that is MCA. MCA maintains the detail of every director, including their DIN number or personal details, etc. That means the MCA, that is the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, maintains all the records of every director. Then third is obtain director identification number, that is DIN, director identification number. It is compulsory for a director to have a DIN. The proposed first director of the proposed company who do not have DIN has to apply for DIN in electronic form at the time of incorporation. Then fourth is apply for reservation of name. The promoters has to apply for reservation of name to the central registration center by filing form for a reserve unique name along with the prescribed fees through MCA portal. That means the portal given by the MCA department, and on this portal online form should be filled up by the proposed company. The promoters may suggest more than one name in the order of their preference. CRC, that is Central Registration Center, will verify its database, and if the name is available, CRC will give its approval for the proposed name. This name will be reserved by CRC for a period of 20 days from the date of application. The prescribed fees for application of reservation is rupees 1000 as on June 2019. That means there are some fees for this application. Then fifth is finalized memorandum of association and articles of association. These are the two important documents of the companies. Without these documents, no company cannot be come into existence. The promoters, with the help of experts, has to finalize the memorandum of association and articles of association. Both these documents have to be submitted along with the application for incorporation of a company. If the promoters want to list their proposed public company with one or more stock exchanges, they have to also send a copy of the both of the documents to such stock exchanges for their review and suggestions. Then sixth is signing, stamping and dating of memorandum and articles of association. The MOA, that is Memorandum of Association, and AOA, that is Articles of Association, must be signed by each subscriber to the memorandum. Every person who is signing the documents has to also add his name, description, address, occupation, etc. The signing must happen in the presence of at least two witnesses who also has to sign and mention his name, description, address, occupation, etc. After signing, the memorandum of association and article of association needs to be stamped as per the Indian Stamp Act 1899. The stamp duty depends upon the authorized share capital of the company and varies from state to state. This stamp duty has to be paid at the time of incorporation. Then seventh step is preparing other necessary documents needed for incorporation of a company. Consent of directors, then detail of manager, then secretary, declaration by subscribers to the memorandum and first directors. All these are the necessary documents needed for the incorporation of a company. Also, these all they also have to give an undertaking of all these documents with the ROC to the ROC, that is a register of companies. Then it is address for communication and notice of registered office address. The promoters have to give an address for communication if the proposed company has not decided the location of its registered office at the time of incorporation. As per the Companies Act 2013, a company is required to have a registered office within 30 days of incorporation. That means there should be a fixed place of a registered office for a company. Without that, the company should not be registered. That's why there should be a company office, a registered office should be there. Then ninth is obtain a statutory declaration. The promoters has to obtain statutory declaration form. An advocate or practicing company secretary, a cost accountant, or a chartered accountant who is engaged in the formation of the company. A person named in the articles of association as a director, manager, or secretary, stating that all requirements related to incorporation have been complied with. Then 10th step is filing of application and documents for incorporation of a company. After all the documents are prepared, the promoters has to submit an application to the registrar of companies in the prescribed form along with all the necessary documents and the prescribed fees for incorporation. The prescribed fees for incorporation start from rupees 5,000 for a company whose nominal share capital is below rupees 1 lakh and keeps increasing gradually as per the share capital increases. Then 11th is obtaining certification of incorporation. That is the last step. The register of companies verifies all these documents and incorporation submitted to it are proper and therefore thereafter enters the name of the company in the register of companies and certifies under this his hand that the company is incorporated. ROC issues the certificate of incorporation in the prescribed form. These are the 11 steps come under the incorporation of the company. First is obtain digital signature certificate, that is DSC. In this, to be obtained by promoters and first director need to sign document for e-filing, application to be made to certified authority. Then second step, third step, these 11 steps are there for the incorporation of a company. After this completing all these steps, a company come into existence, or incorporation or registration of a company can be fulfilled with all these steps.